Hello, everyone. This week is International Fraud Awareness Week. If you're a custodian of data, it goes without saying it's extremely important that you look after it. Today, I'm talking to Ilion's Head of Data Security, Eugene Ostapenko, and our Chief Commercial Officer, Katharina Doran. We're discussing some of the very practical steps you can take at a corporate level to make things safer for everyone. So first to you, KD. Why are businesses more of a target now?
Well, DJ, I think the reality is that the risk of data breaches and the risk of security issues has always been a reality. I do think, though, however, the massive trend over the last while of becoming more digital, becoming better engaged with our customers so that they can do business with us faster, has led to the proliferation of digital and online activity. This was accelerated, obviously, during the pandemic. We all did our online shopping and our online banking, and more, we're trying to make our lives easier. We're busy, so we're saving passwords, we're doing autofills. All of that activity means that sometimes we become a little bit less mindful with our data. And so businesses have more and more data to store. We're providing more and more data to businesses. In parallel, globally, hackers and fraudsters have become even more sophisticated. So as we have an increase in the amount of data available, an increase in the value of that data, and an increase in the sophistication from fraudsters around the world, there's a massive increase in risk, as we're seeing now with all the recent data breaches and the surge in scams. It's a very big business, DJ.
Yeah. Eugene, you've just returned from America where you presented at an international data security conference. What are some of the very practical steps that businesses can take to safeguard their data?
Well, DJ, there are many steps the organization can take. And if I have to choose, I would focus on the 5 key things that the business can take. The first and the most fundamental thing is don't store the data unless you absolutely need it. It's extremely easy to protect something that you don't have. So consider the data that you store and consider how long the data can be stored for your business needs. Delete the data unless you absolutely need it. The second step to do, or the second key thing, is to have a plan. Each organization should have a security plan that considers the operating environment, the customer needs, and the data that needs to be managed. Finally, make sure this plan has a realistic budget and is tracked to the completion. The third key element is to keep that one step ahead. Challenge yourself, challenge your plan. As an example, one of the current prominent threats is a credentials compromise, where passwords to the accounts are guessed or obtained through other means. A typical plan would respond with their increasing the password complexity and increasing the password length, which impacts the user experience. As a result, our customers, our users, would likely to use the same passwords on many different resources, or write them down or store them in an insecure fashion, which inevitably actually do not solve the security problem. The fourth key thing is the organization culture. The organization culture is paramount for success of your data protection strategy. Make sure that your culture is known to the organization, or make sure that your culture includes the security. As an example, you can have a security as one of your company values. The final thing, and perhaps the most important thing, is prepare for a security breach. A good security response plan can make or break the business. You have to make sure that the security plan contains C-level and the board actions. It contains the response actions for the customers as well as authorities. And finally, consider what protection the plan can offer to the impacted individuals.
Thanks, Eugene. So, KD, if organizations or even individuals find themselves in trouble, what can Ilion do to help?
Well, DJ, as we saw with the recent data breaches in Australia, we actually moved really quickly to enable over 140,000 Australian consumers to place a ban on their credit file. What this meant is that it gave a level of comfort to people that in the event that their data, their identity and their data had been stolen, the reality was that nobody could open a bank account in their name or apply for credit or get money in their name. Now, while a credit ban is a level of comfort, there's a number of other activities, obviously, that individuals can do. From a business perspective, we also supported businesses because we continue to look at key trends and activities within the Bureau. We looked at inquiries across 6 different credit services, whether that was credit cards, buy now, pay later, or mortgages, and we looked for unusual activity. Then what we did is we went to each of our clients, the credit providers, who may have had some unusual activity, and shared with them those transactions so that they could go directly to their customers and understand whether or not it was a consumer information piece and they were confused, or a process issue that they could fix, or potential fraud that they could then investigate.
That's smart.
In addition to that, what we also did is we provided a service to those who feel their customers were directly affected, a product called Illion Credit Protect that enables businesses to provide that ability directly for their own customers in a controlled environment to check their credit history, check their credit report, see if there's any unusual activity, create alerts so that they can be advised if there is and act really quickly, because often we don't know when the breach has happened. And it also enabled people then to have confidence that there's a number of safeguards in place. In addition to that, Illion works with a lot of our clients around their processes, their data sources, and how they understand and uncover that hidden risk so they can mitigate, prevent, or manage it.
Thank you very much to you both. If you're concerned at all, folks, about hidden risk in the economy and need to talk to an expert, please don't hesitate to reach out to Illion. Thanks and have a good day.
Thanks, DJ.